In this video, I'm going to be trying out Rosalind's Builder Gel in a bottle again. This time I decided to try the Milky White colour. On Amazon, the colour is listed as Opal if you want to get it. I've been wanting to do Milky White nails for a long time, but I just don't have the Milky White polish or anything that is Milky White. So I was happy to try this out. In my last Builder Gel in a bottle video, I felt like I was getting the hang of it towards the end. So I was also happy to be able to do it again, just to see if I did get the hang of it, which I don't think I did, because I felt like I struggled with this set in comparison to the last set that I did, because that one was also a lot longer than this. But I'll speak on the issues I had once I get to that part of the video. So I adhered my tips using full cover tips. Instead of opting for regular tips that you glue onto the tip of your nail, I wanted to use full cover so that I could pop them off when I was done. I did use a peel off base, but I've noticed when I glue on tips over peel off bases, they don't ever want to come off. Like, they don't just pop off. You kind of have to pry them, and my hands are going through it, so I didn't want to put any tension on my fingernails. So to explain what I'm doing, I applied a thin layer of the Builder Gel, then I went in with 3 coats of it afterwards. What I pretty much do is the floating technique with the brush. I find that this is the easiest way for it to go on. What I would do was grab a big enough bead, place it by the cuticle area, and then float all the way down towards the free edge of the nail. Sometimes I didn't add enough, so about halfway on the nail, I would go in and get some more, but I didn't add too much because I didn't want there to be too much bulkiness at the top of the nail. Once I liked how it looked, I went ahead and immediately cured it. Here I'm doing the 3rd coat, and I noticed that my 2nd coat came out looking kind of bulky, and that's not how it went in. So for my 3rd coat, I ended up tipping my finger upside down, just kind of moving it around so I could build an apex and some of the product could come off of the sides, and then I went ahead and cured it. When I took my hand out of the lamp, I noticed that the middle part of the nail was kind of sunken in, whereas the sides were pretty bulky. I don't think you can tell very much, but my assumption is that when it goes in the lamp, it takes a while to start hardening. And in that time, some of the gel ran down to the sides and it cured that way, which kind of made for bulky nails at the end. But I went in with my e-file and got them down to a decent shape. Before I went in with my e-file, I wiped my nails with 91% alcohol to remove all of the stickiness, just so I wouldn't mess up my e-file. And this is how they look unfiled. They honestly were reminding me of teeth. I don't know why. It also reminded me of this sweet, aka candy, that we had in the UK. I'm going to put some pictures on the screen. They honestly look terrible, but they were pretty good, and I kind of want some right now. But when I was filing, I used a coarse sanding band. I should have used the real drill bits that I have just to be able to cut the filing time down to half, but for some reason every time I go to file, this is the one sanding band that's there. So I just gravitate towards that. At this point of my voiceover, I've just finished work, so apologies if this voiceover is all over the place. I am so tired that I just keep tripping over my words, but when I was filing, I was focusing mostly on the sides to reduce that bulk. Then I went in with my hand file to try and crispen up that shape, which I don't think did very much, but that is how they looked. A complete improvement from before. Still not where I want it to be, but it was good enough. For the design, I wanted to do this, but the way in which it was done originally seemed to take quite a bit of time, so I decided to do a bootleg version. I don't know why I'm calling it the bootleg version. Let's just say like the hack version. Obviously, it doesn't look as good as theirs, but if you just want a simple AURORA effect, this will do, and that's kind of what I was looking for. How she did it was fantastic though. It was definitely a work of art. I just wish I had more time to try it out that way, but I'm definitely going to do it in the future. The powder I used is a purple tinted chrome powder that I got from AliExpress. I got it last year. I'm going to see if I can find it and put it in the description. I'm sure I will, but if I don't, I'll try and find something similar. I'm explaining this part so late, but what I did was I applied top coat to my nails, cured it for 6 seconds, then buffed the powder into the top coat. I know there is a better way of doing it, but I kind of just grabbed what was in arm's reach. Once I was done buffing in the powder, I went in with my cuticle oil and that was it. I was tempted to put some bling on it, just jazz it up, but I haven't done a simple set in a while, so I said I'm just gonna leave it as is. I've been doing short nails for a while, so next week I'm gonna be back to some XXL, maybe even longer, but let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and thank you to Rosalind.